Welcome back to Cinema Corner. I'm Blake, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Alex and Josh.
And here we are again for the third installment of our Cinema Sins, movies that we have not watched and where we got assigned by someone else on the group here. Last time, I believe, I assigned Blake a movie, Blake assigned Josh, and Josh assigned me a movie. So we're here to talk about them. Who wants to go first?
Not our
It's our fourth?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
It's going to be our fourth. We've done three now.
I don't know. I
There
don't
you go.
remember. Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I'll go first. All right, so Alex gave me Renfield, everybody's favorite vampire movie starring Nicholas Hoult, Nicolas Cage's, the action-packed Nicks. Everybody's favorite. Aquafina was in this.
What a duo.
Can't remember anybody else. Don't know any other big names in it. So this movie, like I said, it's about Dracula. It's another Dracula story where Nick Cage is a version of Dracula, while Renfield, don't remember his full name, is played by Nicholas Hoult, who is his little bitch boy companion, who just does whatever he says and feeds him and stuff. Overall, this movie, I thought it was okay. I will say it was definitely more gory than I thought it was going to be going into it. I thought this would be a lot more joking, kind of movie. There's a decent amount of action, I would say, and it was more gory than I thought it would be. So that was just an interesting thing that I didn't really expect. It definitely is a rated R movie and uses all of that rated R, along with swearing and F words and stuff like that. But the gore, I think, is what pushed it to be R rated.
Really?
Yeah, it had some moments, and the makeup honestly was a little bit surprising. I thought this was more of a lower budget, whatever kind of movie. The makeup, especially on Nick Cage in the beginning of his Dracula, was actually, I thought, was really good. I was kind of surprised. Like I said, I kind of thought this would just be like a Cocaine Bear-esque type movie. You know what I mean? Just about Dracula, but it definitely had a little bit more budget in the makeup department. Some of the gore stuff definitely was pretty cheaply done. You could tell there was times there was some kid fresh out of college easily could have done that. But overall, I thought this movie was okay. That's honestly my main takeaway from this. I can't go too much into it. I think if it was funnier, it would have been a lot better. I don't think this movie was funny. Very, very little comedy to me. Which was, kind of disappointing because I was going to this thinking it's just going to be like a funny, dumb movie. It was more just dumb than funny. No one's performance was really, I like Nicholas Hoult, Nick Cage, obviously, great. No one's performance, I walked away like, wow, they did great. The only thing that I walked away with, Aquafina sucked. Just shut up, you're not funny. She was horrible. Did not like her character one bit. Honestly, I don't think it's a character. I think it's just Aquafina, because now that's like the third thing I've seen her in, and she does the same thing. So she's kind of in the Rock category of she's just going to play herself. But unlike The Rock, who had years before everybody got annoyed, she's already annoying. So that's done with that. But yeah, I mean, this movie, just if you're going into it expecting it just to be a dumb, gory, whatever movie, it's not horrible. That's why I gave it like a 6.1. Am I disappointed in it? I'm not disappointed in it. I'm not mad I watched it, but I definitely don't see me in the future seeking it out again. Definitely wish it was funnier.
Okay.
Valid. I kind of walked away from that movie thinking the same thing. I mean, I thought it was entertaining enough.
Can somebody give me a good movie?
I thought it was entertaining enough to be like, okay, yeah, that was a fine movie. It wasn't anything special or anything, but I definitely didn't.
I've been punished the most. I've been punished the most. You know what I mean?
It was a
4-hour-long trash Justice League sucked. Full Metal Jacket, not a good movie. This is the best movie I've been assigned. That's really saying something. So, Josh,
hey,
you're picking for me this video.
Regressive.
Gonna need,
I'm just gonna let you
clutch
know
your kick moment.
If you've seen the one I recommend, you're gonna get punished.
Yeah, this series might die pretty soon. That's all I have to say. Alex, how did she go into yours? Why don't you talk about your?
No, it is because
shut up.
He keeps with the theme.
No, you assigned me.
It's a vamp. Okay, fine. I guess we gotta take
popcorn reading. I read last. I get to pick who reads next.
My bad, Chief. My bad. Okay, so I got Smile. I got assigned Smile by Josh, and yeah, it's a weird movie. Definitely, it's not on the funny side. I was expecting it just from the trailers. Because I remember seeing it, and like as soon as I saw the poster for it on
Mhm.
Amazon, because that's where I watched it at, it had like the person just smiling, and
No,
yeah,
it's not a
it was
comedy.
not it
What
was
are
not a
you
comedy.
talking about, Alex?
I got it mixed up with the movie
I guess so.
before. I think it was called it was like a horror comedy. I can't remember what it is. It's like Truth or Dare. It's Truth or Dare, and that movie was fucking, that looked like a fucking comedy. Clearly it wasn't, so I clearly had that mixed up. Anyways,
Okay.
and getting into the actual film. Basically the theme of this film is just fucking trauma. Trauma. And there's this fucking entity that basically latches onto somebody that has seen trauma, and from there it kind of just passes itself on to the next person, basically by causing themselves to kill themselves, and then the person who sees it, then the entity latches onto them. And at first it's just weird because the main character, she's like a psychiatrist, a therapist, and she's just helping people in this hospital, and then all of a sudden you get this person who seemingly is just kind of like another one of those kind of people that have issues, and then you start to see that she's not just like anybody else. And point being, she starts to freak out. She calls for security. She turns around. She's now smiling with like a piece of glass in her hand, and she just starts to cut herself, and and she's smiling the whole time. It's weird as fuck. Um, yeah, there was definitely some good jump scares in here, for sure. It definitely didn't feel like super in your face. Like, there's another jump scare, which I fucking hate those movies, because it's like all you do is just you're just waiting for the next jump scare, and it actually did a pretty good job in this film. The kills were fine. It was just like a big mind fuck, essentially the whole movie, and the ending. I don't know. I just that ending is just wild. It's just a big fucking person in underwear, and she's just fucking. It's her mom in demonic form, and it's just weird. And she's obviously like she thinks that the only way to get past this curse is by confronting it. And you think, okay, well, this makes sense, because the whole time it's like the only way that thing keeps on living is by having someone see the person kill themselves. And she thinks that if she's alone and she confronts this, that she'd be done with it, and that doesn't happen. So it's just the cycle continues on and on. So yeah. What's up, bud?
Nothing. We're just smiling.
Oh, thanks, bud. Thank you. Kept the theme on. So yeah.
No, that was a crazy review. Alex, what's it called in Renfield? What is he to Dracula?
A sidekick?
No, what is he though? There's like an actual title in the movie of what he is to Dracula. It's not servant, I don't think. I zoned out hard just trying to think of what it was, because I just thought of it and I was like, bro, what was that word?
Oh, it's like a dependent or some shit like that.
That's what
It's
I was like, dependent, servant. I was like, it's none of those. Alex, what's your rating of Smile?
This is like an average movie. I'd give it about like a 7 out of 10.
I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, I went into
I'm
that movie
curious
the
to hear what
same
you
way, almost, of like thinking it was just gonna be whatever, or like a weird film, and then it kind of was more of a serious plot, and then I loved the ending, of course. That was definitely one of my high-end endings.
I kind of figured that. I was like, this is like right up Josh's alley here.
Yeah, that's more
also,
for me.
shout out to the actor who plays A-Train, because he's in this movie. That was just wild to see.
I thought you'd like that as well.
Yeah, I was like, hey, A-Train, what's up, bud?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's still kind of a dick. It's okay.
yeah. I mean, understandable.
Understandable.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's me. Blake gave me Good Will Hunting. This has been a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time, just never got to it, and now I was forced to. It was interesting. Not what I expected entirely. Loaded cast for sure. I didn't know all the people that were in it. Obviously, I've seen bits and pieces. You know, it's got the Affleck, it's got Matt Damon, Robin Williams, and all that. Robin Williams is definitely the best part of this film. However, it takes almost too long for him to get introduced, because the first part, like the first quarter, I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to like the movie. It was a little rough. And Matt Damon's character was beyond cringy in the first quarter of the movie, which, I mean, it's kind of made to be that way. I get it. But I just absolutely hated him. I hated his character in the first quarter of the movie. Like the cast, like the friends, like the chemistry between the bros. Those were definitely funny moments between those guys. But obviously when Robin Williams gets introduced, that's when the movie just skyrockets, just being a fantastic film. The rough part is that It's Not Your Fault has been like memed, and also I've seen it so many times that scene wasn't necessarily so emotional, as more of like funny, like, oh, there it is. So that
I cry every time at that scene. Cry every time.
It still almost got to me, but I was laughing. I laughed first before the actual any emotions came in from that scene. But no, I mean, solid. It was just a nice film. It was just, once Robin Williams kind of came in, then you could just tell it was almost like one of those classic older films that actually hold up still, has a great story, and you just enjoy the chemistry of all the characters. It's just a good story of life, and it works. It's great, and I rated it really high. I give it a 9.4 out of 10. It was a fantastic film. I knew I was going to like it, and besides like just the first little bit beginning of the film, obviously it's set up, had me worried, but afterwards, I mean, it just kept getting better and better, and then fantastic finish. Also funnier than I expected. Plenty of funny moments.
Yeah, it is.
They're just from the characters like having good chemistry with each other. It just was funny, like friend moments.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's one of my favorite movies, so obviously I like it. But
You're valid for it. It was great.
Yeah, no, that scene gets me to cry every time. I don't even ever think the memes when it gets to that point. I'm just so zoned out with all that stuff. Gets me every time.
Yeah. I just keep saying it's not your fault after I've seen it. Just anything bad happens, just put the hand on the shoulder. It's not your fault. Solid recommendation, though.
Trying to get me one of those.
We'll see. We got to crack the Blake code.
Man, I googled it. It says servant, but that just doesn't seem right. I feel like it was a different word. It's just gonna drive me crazy.
I know he talks about it a lot, especially in his like own little.
It literally in the beginning he says it and it like pauses and puts the word like on the screen and like has a description of what it is too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
I can't think of it. It's driving me insane. But do I care to go back? No. It's
A
not on a
codependent?
streaming service. No.
I feel like
That's like in the therapy they talk about that stuff, but it's like a one word thing. It's like servant or just straight dependent, something like that, follower, one of those things. Whatever. That's gonna kill me. It's not a streaming service, so I can't just like go to that scene. You know what I mean? It's rough out here. Alex, why don't you go ahead, give your suggestion? I feel like at the end of this we had some just to wrap up those talks. We had a relatively good round of movies here. Like a 6.1 was our lowest one, then a 7, then 9.4. So relatively good round of movies. So Alex will let you start off the cycle for the new suggestions, which check back in about a month or so. We'll review these ones and give new ones. But Alex, thoughts?
So this time I get to give the movie to Josh, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is me. I'm the victim.
Here we go. Oh, I'm torn here. I have 3 movies here for Josh specifically. Well, 3 good ones, and then the other ones are bad.
Do a bad one.
That sounds more than 3.
Punish him.
Well, three good ones, and then there's the other sets that are just bad for both of you.
Finish him.
Okay, guys, a long list of bad ones.
Why do we have a list of bad ones, guys? What's that about? I don't have bad ones on my list.
I got the same thing, Alex. Don't worry about it.
That's your guys are toxic. I'm gonna quickly find a bad one.
Well, I'm
right,
suggesting a good ones.
Listen, I didn't know how this was gonna play out. Clearly, I didn't think this through. The only ones I have on my list are kind of like Halloween type horror kind of films ish.
Okay.
So I have 3 here, and I'm deciding which one to give you first in case you've seen them.
Okay.
Have you seen The Orphan?
Yes.
I feel like you have, so that's why I kind of.
I think I just saw it recently. Is that the one with the girl?
Yes.
It's a girl. Oh yeah, I just saw
Yes.
it like not too long ago.
Okay. Have you seen Ready or Not? I haven't seen it. I just saw it. I'm like, okay, I kind of remember.
Don't think
seeing
so.
the
Is
trailer.
that? Oh, I wanted to see that one. No, I have not seen that.
I think it has Samara Weaving in it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have not
does.
seen that one.
Okay, there you go.
I'll
Your
take it.
movie is Ready or Not.
I almost watched that 2 days ago.
Really?
Genuinely. Yeah, I was looking
There you
for
go.
it and I couldn't find it on like any streaming service like immediately, and I was like, okay, I'm done searching. I'll take it.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
Any streaming service.
I was like, this
That's
is
fine.
this is a Josh type of movie. So
It does look good. I will
There you
I will
go.
rock with it. Thank you.
Yep.
Now Blake.
Bro, please.
There's there's one that I think it's a bit of a risk. You literally will think it's average or good. I think, it's been more of a
It's
serious...
average or good. That's the two. It could be average or it could be good.
yeah. I don't think you'll think it's bad. Yeah,
But you don't think I'll think it's great.
maybe you could. I just think you might think the better chance is probably think it's just good. It's more serious. Or there's an action one that I don't know if you have seen that I know I personally wanted to see. That I know a lot of people say is a really good action film.
is it pre or is it?
No,
post?
none of these are pre. These are after. This is after.
Oh, good. I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in.
Yeah. I don't know what I want to. I don't know what if I want to do it.
You know.
No, I'm curious because this one at least has I know some good actors in it. Have you seen Sicario? That action film
No.
has Emily Blunt in
Emily
it.
Blunt. Yeah. No, I haven't seen that.
That is going to be your movie then.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm completely fine with that.
It's a highly reviewed movie.
Was that the one that Denis directed?
I don't know who actually directed it, to be honest.
Yeah, he
for
did.
That one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Directed Blade Runner 2049.
I don't know if he did that one because isn't there 2? That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
there's 2, but he
I thought
definitely
he
did
did this-
one.
I thought he did a second one.
No, I think he did the first one. The first one's the
Yeah, he did the
better.
first. He did not do the second.
Oh, so it's a
Yeah,
banger.
'cause he was doing
So
2.
you're chilling. You're absolutely chilling.
Yeah, I'm chilling. All right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I see John Berthal, Daniel Kaluuya. I'm in.
Yeah, it's got a loaded cast, and I've seen clips of it where I think there's at least some clips I know for sure you're gonna think
Hey,
it's dope.
It should be at least good. I'm happy with that. It
There
should
you
be
go.
the highest rated. Should
I
be the
studied
highest
hard
rated
for
one,
you, man.
Alex, my guy. I got a list here. It's a list of 4 movies that I think are good. But recently I've thought about there's also bad movies. You know what I mean? As recently, I mean like 2 seconds ago when I did Google searches.
Oh, so all that about you having a bad list, it just went out the window, huh?
Yeah, it did. Then this movie came up that man, it just looks so weird to me. I remember when it came out. Licorice Pizza, if you know what I'm talking about here. Yep, there's your movie. I can tell by your reaction. You're watching that one. Licorice Pizza came out about 2021, I believe. Had a little bit of controversy around it. It has a stacked cast, though. I'll tell you that much. So, that's yours.
Why am I getting these romance dramas?
Find romance, bozo.
What is this cast? Sean Penn, Maya Rudolph, Ben Stiller,
Yeah.
Bradley
I feel like-
Cooper.
I feel like I'll really enjoy that movie. It's just it's an Alex type of movie. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely not. But
So that's your movie. All right.
I'm so confused.
Alana Kane and Gary Valentine grow up, run around, and fall in love in California's San Fernando Valley in 1970s. Why am I watching this?
I have never seen any clips of this movie or trailers.
Neither have I. All right, well,
That's crazy.
thank you for that, because I
no
have
problem,
you for
man.
the next one. So be prepared.
What does that even mean, bro? You're gonna like the movie.
No,
It is on 90% of Rotten Tomatoes.
I do not care. It's this romance drama
not
or
care.
romance. At least the other one was a romance comedy. This one's a romance drama.
It has comedy in it.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, there you go. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
What is this movie?
I think you're gonna love it. So that's gonna do it for this video. You know, we reviewed ours. We have our new assignments. So check back in about a month or so, a little more, maybe potentially a little less. Who knows? Might be forgotten. And check out the reviews for these new ones. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.